If I had one wish and one wish only, I'd bottle up home and I drink it when I'm lonely. Solo every night till 6 in the morning. If this is paradise, I wish somebody warned me. Only see my brother every 2 or 3 months now. Had a lot in common back then, there ain't much now. Can't refer to my friends as my friends, cause if I was really one, I would check up on them. I like to think that they proud of me and that they understand what the shit is taken out of me. I'm hanging on by a thread. Think I got it all together, but I am still a nutcase, still a psycho. Telling mama any day I might blow up. Staying up late, where the time goes. Still ain't caught a break, but I'm like, so what? Will my luck change? Fuck if I know. If I hear another no, I might throw up. I'm a nutcase, I'm a psycho. I'm a psycho. But any day I might blow up. Any day now. Any day, any day, any day now. Any day now, any day. If I use that wish, but then I got an extra, I'd clip my memories, then make a best of. Watch my family before it got messed up. Seeing them together would be better than the best drugs. Told myself when I make it, I'll fix that. Deep down I know I won't get it back. I don't want no money, as funny as it sounds. If that was gonna fix it, it'd have done it by now. I like to think I'm a sacrifice just a little longer before I get to live a happy life. I'm hanging on by a thread. Think I got it all together, but I am still a nutcase, still a psycho. Telling mama any day I might blow up. Staying up late, where the time goes. Still ain't caught a break, but I'm like, so what? Will my luck change? Fuck if I know. If I hear another no, I might throw up. I'm a nutcase, I'm a psycho. I'm a psycho. But any day I might blow up. Any day now. Any day, any day, any day now. Any day now. Any day, any day. Any day, any day, any day. I might blow up. Any day, any day, any day. I might blow up. You drive me crazy, I think I like it. Wake up with a smile, fall asleep fighting. It isn't healthy, but it's exciting. You drive me crazy, I think I like it. I'm drowning in the deep end, baby.
Check. Hello. All right, let's get going. Switch this over. Hello. How you doing? Hello, crypto people. John, what's going on? Tio, Ernesto, Sammy Smith, what's going on, man? Mrs. G, hello. I don't know if that's a middle finger emoji, but what's up? Amazing Asian. Oh shit, here we go again. Definitely. Gabriel, how you doing, man? Lawrence, definitely. What's up, man? Harley's, how you doing, guys? What's going on? So we got a lot to talk about. It seems like every single time I hop on Livestream now, there is just new price action to cover, which is absolutely what we're looking for. Puts me in business. So let's go ahead and start talking about it. First and foremost, I'm sure a lot of people are waiting for a pullback on Bitcoin. We should see it. There is a possible continuation because we are coming back down to the baseline support for the RSI at 40. But that being said, I think the best thing for Bitcoin right now would be to go back and retest the $10,000 to $10,200 support, also known as previous resistance. And that way we can go ahead and confirm that as support to continue pushing on. If anything, the next thing I'll be looking for is a break above 11,000. I would say 11,250 to 11,300. Anytime I see it get above that level, I think I might be go ahead and take a long, trying to get up to 12K. So right now it looks like we are, kind of seeing a little bit of a capitulation. Hopefully this goes ahead and settles the $10,400 support retest that I want to see. So right now we are currently sitting at the top of the resistance from the last time we got rejected. And the main thing is during these pumps, one thing I know personally from my past experiences is don't try to fight it. I know there's a lot of people that were trying to short every single resistance that came our way, but I guarantee you that is not what you want to be doing. You want to be waiting for those resistances to break, long the breakouts, and then if you do have the intuition, some people, just listen to your gut. If you feel like price action is coming to a slowdown, and we could go ahead and go into a little bit of capitulation, don't don't screw it up. All right. All you got to do is let these retests happen. Let the range form, let it show you what the possibilities are, and then go ahead from that point on, start shorting it down to the support, longing it from the resistance, longing it from the support, shorting it from the resistance, and just play it until it doesn't work out. There's no need to complicate this. All right. So right now, we are finding a little bit of support around the 11K support back in the descending triangle. That was a very particular resistance. So us being above that temporarily is a bullish thing. But like I said, ultimately, I do want to see it come back down to the 10.5, 10.4, 10.2 level and retest that and get a nice bounce. That would put a lot more confidence in my mind for continuation. But right now, I mean, ultimately, we are bullish on Bitcoin. I cannot stress that enough. With us being above 10,400 at the current moment, I am extremely, extremely bullish on Bitcoin. There's no reason not to be. All right. With the Eve and Adam pattern, breaking that horizontal resistance at 10,400 is a very big deal and can yield huge gains potentially in the next couple months. So please, I beg you, play smart. It's about to get wild. Okay. So back here, starting in July of 2019, we had the first tap off of that resistance, and we kind of went past it a little bit, created a little bit of a head and shoulders pattern. You can see 1, 2, 3 taps, and that is at about 11K exactly, 10,900 around that region. So that could be a possible point along. I know for me personally, every time it's gone down about 10,700, taking along. Every time it's got out to about 11.2, 1100. I've been trying to look for short positions, just scalping a little bit, but it is a dangerous time to scalp. So heed that with a grain of salt, not financial advice, just a 20-year-old kid on the internet, just playing financial games. That's all it is. All right, so that's Bitcoin for you. Let's go ahead and move on to XRP. XRP has gotten a little bit of a rejection. Currently, I am still sitting long on XRP. We are up above the 23.61 resistance. So for that reason alone, which that was our last local high of this little double bottom here, diagonal double bottom. So as long as we are consistently holding above that resistance / new support, I would be holding on to a long for me personally, with the expectation of reaching the target of this arm. Bringing us up to about 33.78 cents. So right now it's in one of those really good periods where, you know, if you can get a good entry on this, it's really not that difficult. It's a gimme trade. So with us being above that horizontal resistance, I'm more than welcome to hold that. As well as that, I would like to see the RSI come back down to around 45, get a nice little bounce off of that for continuation on XRP. Next major resistance after this would be 24.87 cents, coming up to the next resistance at 26.85 cents. So those are the two resistances you want to watch out for next. I say, you know, for me personally, a good buy-in point is anywhere around the 23.67 cent mark. Definitely anywhere close to this local high. If we do cross back down below that, I would probably take a short, see where it can take me. But ultimately, I need to see a little bit more price action to see if we are going to go into a little bit larger of a capitulation for continuation. But for right now, I mean, we're kind of stuck in the gray zone of this whole thing. All right, so moving on from there, let's go ahead and check out EOS. EOS has absolutely been killing it in terms of adding to my portfolio recently. So we are kind of not where XRP is, but we're very, very close to where XRP is in terms of the setup, so to speak. So right now, we are going ahead and finding resistance at the last local high of about $3.12. So more than likely, if we do continue to see a rejection, we can possibly come back down to $2.87.7. But me personally, I'm not really trading it right now. I did take my profits on this. I'm kind of just letting it settle down, seeing what happens. But for that, I am going to go ahead and take a breakout long at possibly about $3.14.4. Stop loss underneath at about $3.10. And I'm going to ride that until I possibly, you know, lose my breath, because with that target in place, I mean, the last local high was about $5.43. So there's a lot of profit to be gained off of that. That could be an excellent swing long position. And obviously I'm going to scalp along with it, taking profits at each resistance and then just playing the ladder up. But that is definitely going to be a buy and hold position for me personally. All right, so moving on from there, let's actually take a look at the indicator as well. Let's see. Where is this finding? It looks like we're finding support dead on the 50. Looks like the last time we came past that, it was just to form a head and shoulders pattern right here on the RSI. So with us being pretty damn close to it, I would expect continuation pretty soon. Unless it does go ahead and slip to the 50 and get a rejection, then we could possibly be stuck in a little bit more of a longer term pattern before we go ahead and break that $3.12 resistance. All right. And last but not least, onto Ethereum, the main player recently. All right, so main resistance would be at about $325. Once we break above that, I would be expecting about 351. If you guys heard me talk about this in the last couple of live streams, anywhere between 340 to 350 is going to be a huge problem area for Ethereum. But once we break past that, it's pretty free and clear. Let me go ahead and go up to a larger time frame here. We only start seeing resistance really start coming in at 400 almost exactly. Past that point, we should really start kicking off. Past the $400 resistance, there isn't a whole lot of price action back here to tell me that it couldn't be a straight shot up to 500. So once we get into that region, we do have a couple ones coming up here. Boom, boom. One right here. I'm just trying to find the main ones. There we go. Boom. All right, so that's for continuation. We'll talk about those as we come up to them. Right now, main player is going to be 340 to 350. That's the next resistance that really needs to break in order for this to start kicking off. But we have the same exact setup as we have on XRP, double bottom, slanted double bottom, with the length of the arm being all the way up to 1,370. So, I mean, there's a lot of potential there. Like I said, if we do get past 350, that is definitely going to be a swing long position that I'm going to be holding for quite a long period of time, as long as that level continues to hold. It's a no-brainer, guys. No-brainer. All right, and with that being said, all the coins are covered. Let's go ahead and start talking with the chat. What about the gap at 9,600? I understand, but I have to play it the way that I play it. I'm not a CME trader. I know the gaps constantly get filled, and they're a big deal. Everybody's looking at them. But for me personally, I play it resistance by resistance, support by support. I can't get wrapped up in these ideologies that it's just going to suddenly drop down to 9,600. Definitely a possibility. Not saying that's not. I'm just saying that's not the way I play. When moon? I mean, we're starting to. I mean, we've already kind of mooned. But definitely, like I said, a lot of these last local highs, once these are reached, I mean, on XRP, we've already done it on XRP. So, I mean, it's just a good buy overall, in my opinion. But we've done very, very well in the past couple of weeks, about 1-2 weeks. So I wouldn't mind a cool off period. I mean, we've been sitting at our computers constantly monitoring this. So, I mean, if things could just slow down a little bit, give me some ranges to scalp, I wouldn't mind it. A little break. But that's it. A terrorist attack just happened in the UK. The terrorist was working from home and killed his entire family. Well, that sucks. I don't know what to say. Now, one thing to keep in mind is when I last did my Elliott wave count, my predictions were that we were going to break the 13K resistance and 14K resistance, and somewhere between 15 to 16K. I am expecting for that to be where the fifth impulse wave actually ends up, and I wouldn't be surprised if there will be some sort of fake out. I still think ultimately it will be bullish, but I do think they are going to take advantage of that price structure around 15 to 16K, and we might see a pullback a little bit larger than we would like to see, maybe even back down to 12, 13K. So that's something that's going to happen later on in the future. We'll see if that does come to fruition. It's just based off of some of the stuff I've learned. But ultimately, you know, based on a regular trading style, if we get above 13K/14K, I mean, it's a no-brainer. Just try to hold it long because I can't really predict the future. But hey, Kite, hope everything is doing great for you. Thanks for the stream, brother. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Crazy Kangaroo, what's going on, man? Glad you're here, buddy. Hey, Kite, are you looking at DeFi altcoins? I've taken a look into a couple of them, but it hasn't really just piqued my interest yet. Obviously, I trade on Bybit, so these are the coins that I can make the most money off of. But you know, I don't know. Is your target for your swing on BTC still 11,500? So that I'm kind of just holding on to right now. Like I said, I would probably let myself get stopped out on that swing long if we did happen to break back below 10,200. Because for me, that's kind of the if this then that statement that I want to hold true. 10,400 is the horizontal resistance that's been keeping a cap on Bitcoin for the last year and a half. And in the meantime, we have created an even atom pattern. And usually we get about 6x returns after breaking a horizontal resistance on the Adam and Eve patterns. So I'm kind of just holding on. There's no reason for me to go ahead and take profits on that just yet. What happens after 20K? What would you expect resistance? 60 to 100 grand. Can you take a look at ZEC? Absolutely. Let's go ahead and take a look at ZEC. All right, double bottom, see that immediately. Horizontal resistance is at 74, about $74, $74.50, however you want to call it. But that's going to be the major level that you have to break on ZEC. But the next technical target for it would definitely be $115. So once you break past the 74.50 resistance, you probably could expect some capitulation, maybe, or a mild stop in that movement around $88. But you should... Oh, didn't mean to do that. ZEC. But you should see anywhere between 104 to 115 after you break that resistance. Past that point, let's see. You got some major resistance around the 164 mark. Next major resistance would be 387 and then 752. And then you got resistance at 226. But that's about it. I think that's some good resistance right there. I guess you could call that as well, but we'll mark that out. But ultimately, the next major play or breakout trade that you could take on ZEC would definitely be a break above 74.50. That's probably what I'll be looking at. But more than likely, you're probably going to see some sort of retest back to the downside. It looks like we've just been kind of trending on ZEC. So you might have to form some sort of sideways pattern and actually get above this. Because for me, just kind of how I'm feeling this, I don't feel like there's enough capitulated momentum to really push past a resistance like that just yet. So maybe a week or two, maybe a month. But who am I to say? That's just the number that I know that needs to break in order for continuation. So hopefully that helped you out. Have you been looking at the MACD lately? Not really. I've been having so much success just kind of playing the resistances and supports. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I know I talk about the 50 on the RSI, and that's a huge importance, don't get me wrong, but I have been having extreme success not even touching the indicators or paying attention to them. I've literally just been playing the supports and resistances and the price ranges, having extreme success. Over the past couple weeks, we have added so much to our portfolio, it is not even funny. So if you are not on that train, you're doing something wrong. It is too easy for this not to be profitable for you. Don't make it complicated. just play the supports and resistances and have the confidence to play it as such. Like I said, if we are trending upwards, don't try to short, just long either the breakouts of the resistances or the retests of supports. That has been my main strategy. I've tried to take some shorts here and there where I thought it was viable, but for the most part, it's been nothing but longing breakouts and just longing the supports. It looks like on BTC we are starting to get a nice range forming, and hopefully we get 1, 2, maybe 3 more trades out of that before that range breaks. But it is what it is. If it doesn't, hey, you should quickly check out the support and resistance dynamic indicator. Throw it in real quick. Is that just what it's called? Support and resistance dynamic indicator? I'm guessing this one right here. Excellent. That's what we're looking for right there. That's actually pretty cool. Let me up the time frame on this. Yeah, that's actually very nice. Yeah, if you're struggling with support and resistance, I would say this is pretty damn accurate. Obviously, like I said, you do want to be able to do it yourself so that you know how to comprehend these indicators and use them correctly. But, I mean, if you want to save time, this is actually pretty incredible. I like that. Thank you for showing me that. I'm going to actually add that to my charts. Have we checked XMR? Not yet, but we will. I think XMR is up to $84, so we're doing good. I got a lot of my buy-ins around 60 last time we talked about it. All right, so XMR. The main 2 resistances that we have next, I'm going to have to remove this because I do want to kind of just make it a little bit more simple. 116 is going to be one of the bigger resistances that we need to break in order to see extreme continuation with XMR. Looks like we're sitting right above a resistance actually. So we might actually have a pump on XMR pretty soon to maybe, I mean, we could go to the next local high at $93. That could be my expectation. It does look like the RSI is stressed out, but like I've been talking about, guys, you want to see bearish indicators in a bull market. I know it sounds completely asinine to say that, but using bearish momentum to pump price action is one of the greatest tools. Bullish divergences are good for longs, but bearish divergences playing into bullish convergence is one of the better ones I've noticed by far. It's because you're amplifying and exponentially increasing momentum every single time you get that that transfer of energy back and forth and then finally getting released once you break resistance. So with us being the overbought territory, I would like to see us either come back down and get a bounce off the 70, or, you know, we have been holding generalized support around the 50 as well. So I would say, you know, longing off the 70 or longing off the 50 is likely. Right now, with us being above that last resistance, I would say there's a good likelihood that we do go ahead and try to go retest $93. Once we get past $93, I would be expecting around 116, 117. But once we're past 117, that is when I'm going to be locking in the majority of my assets for what I would assume could be a potential bull run. That's where I'm going to be getting most of my DCAs in. And the next time I would probably be going ahead and adding to my portfolio would only be a break of $412. There's no reason for me to go ahead and add to my portfolio at any of these higher levels. There's always that chance that we do happen to come back down and continue what could be a downtrend. But good thing is on BTC, which obviously is what most of the coins follow anyways, we are breaking the downtrend. All right, we've been looking at this for years, and it is finally starting to give way. So I am very, very excited about that. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, let's go ahead and put on Wix, because I know some people that go, you don't have the Wix on, so you don't see the true support and resistance. All right, buddy. All right, so let's go ahead, draw this diagonal. We are getting above it. All right, now, doesn't mean that we are going to continue. Not necessarily, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel. We are finally starting to break that diagonal resistance. There's so much potential here. It is not even funny. Now, with the daily being pretty much at the maximum, almost, pretty much, yeah, it's at the maximum that the RSI ever gets to before a retracement. I would most likely be expecting some sort of cool off period. If anything, it would be to come back down to either the 42 or roughly around the 50. We'll just mark out the 50 for the sake of this all. Now, in the previous bull run, it was consistent taps off of the oversold region. Now, on the higher time frames, like the 1 month, am I looking at the right thing? Oh, this is the 1 minute. My bad. All right, let's go to the 1 week. We talked about this last live stream. What is my game plan? How do I kind of estimate when a bull run, like a macro one, has come to an end? And it is simple as day. It is literally just the RSI and the 50. What is going on with my chart? Let's go ahead and refresh. All right, so we'll go to the more weekly. All right, so in the previous bull run, you can see we generally held around the same region as support. So that's what I'm saying. These bearish divergences that are amplifying off of an exaggerated support, basically double bottom after double bottom after double bottom. You can see that we're breaking horizontal resistance on the weekly on the RSI, always a good thing. As well as that, we are holding generalized support around the 50 as well off of that last bounce. So next time we get back into the overbought region and we do happen to come back down and retest, what we would want to see off of the weekly RSI is a bounce somewhere around 55. If that can continuously happen over a long period of time, a couple months, maybe a year, every single time the pumps are going to get stronger and stronger and stronger. That is what we want to see. Now on the weekly chart, this tells a completely different story. All right, weekly chart, 11,500 is the average resistance. So from a weekly perspective, if we are above 11,500, technically we can go ahead and jump up to 20K over the course of a couple weeks. This is a weekly chart, but I know it doesn't comply with the smaller time frames. We do want to play off of smaller time frames, but that is just the generalized setting. Now, the average is not above 11,500. That's what we need to see. But as long as we are consistently holding above 11,500, the chart will come into, what's the word I want to use for this? Come into sync with the smaller time frames. So, can you show an example of bearish divergence turning into bullish convergence and what that info means? Absolutely. So if you guys want to go ahead and look at this on your chart for yourself and visualize it and draw it out, that will definitely help you. The best place that you can find this in motion would be the 6-hour chart. All right, so let's go ahead and let's go and use the MACD. The MACD can visualize this a little bit easier than the RSI ever could. All right, so over here, all right, we kept getting lower highs on the MACD. Every single wave was a lower high, but we kept getting higher highs on price action. But every single time that we came down, we were getting bullish convergence. Okay, so after a long period of time, that momentum starts to build up. And then once you break a resistance and demand steps in, boom, you have these blast off moments. All right. So every single bearish divergence was meant with bullish convergence, and we continued an uptrend. All right. That's what you want to see. So hopefully that can explain it to you. The best way to kind of visualize this in your mind is the transfer of momentum. Energy cannot be destroyed. It can only redistribute. So if you have a tennis ball and you throw it at a glass window, all right, the window might crack, but 75% of that energy is going to bounce off the window and come flying back at you. So the bearish divergence makes the window crack, i.e., price does drop a little bit, but it did not break the window. It did not break the support. All right. So then the ball has to come flying back at you, and price action is the ball. So hopefully that was a good analogy that you guys can apply to your trading. But yeah, that's pretty much how I see it. Take a look at UBT. UBT, cryptocurrency. And I guess, well, which one do you want me to look at? We'll just do US dollar. All right. Don't know if this is all the price action. As always, there could be a different chart that has more. But as of right now, the major resistance would be about 59.33 cents. Yeah, this is US dollar. This isn't Satoshis. All right. That'd be crazy if it was Satoshis. All right. Mainline support would be at 25.69 cents. Always a possibility to come back down there. Support at 33.59. We are currently sitting above a support at 43.24 cents. I would probably be expecting us to find support. You can see it's already kind of happening. We're getting a green candle on the 6-hour chart. So we probably would find support around this region, maybe come back up to retest 51.33 cents. If we do ahead and go, break 51.33 cents, the next major resistance that we would hope to see would be about 58.8 cents. All right. And then past that point, if this is all of the price action, like I said, I just need that confirmation. That would be another good add to your portfolio and hold the hell on to it and see where it takes you. Obviously, like I said, one of the easiest things you can do in a situation where you have absolutely no clue what the possibilities could be is play the RSI and look for a rejection off of the 50 on a high time frame, and then you can go ahead and exit fully and let it cool off for as long as you think is viable. All right, so I think that's it. I think we killed it. So any other questions before I go ahead and head out for the night? Sorry for a little bit late of a live stream. Just was hanging out with some friends, just chilling, and got some grass cut, came back in, took a shower. But yeah. And I'm sure by next live stream, there'll be something else to talk about because things are just picking up. Like I said, back when we were in that really, really slow period of time, I was telling you guys, it's coming to an end very, very soon. And there's going to be a lot of trades coming your way. And if you guys have not been proactive and really sitting down and planning out these trades ahead of time, you're going to miss them. You need to put in the effort before it even happens. Conceptualize, find the possibilities, narrow it down to probabilities, and make the smart decision. If you guys are losing trade after losing trade, don't worry about it. Try to prioritize finding positions where even if you lose, there is an opposite side of the coin. A lot of the times when I've gotten myself into positions, I make sure that if I lose that position, I can take a breakout trade to the next possible resistance or support that can make up for my losses and add profit to my portfolio. So if you guys are losing trades constantly, that's not always necessarily a bad thing. That means there's an opposite side to the coin. You just have to learn how to find it. So that's my best advice, guys. But with that being said, if everybody's cool, everybody got their questions out of the way, I guess we're moving on for the day. I'll try to get on Friday. Like I said, we're going to try to make sure that we get that consistent. And I think pretty soon here coming up, we're going to switch back to a daily schedule. I feel like that's necessary at this time because there's just so many things happening every single day. I don't want you guys to be lost in the sauce. I want to make sure that we can keep up together. It definitely makes me pay attention more because I have to find these things for you guys, as well as that, you know, makes me care for it more. So I appreciate it, guys. Drive Through Crypto. What's going on, man? Sammy Smith, thank you, man. I appreciate it. And as always, shameless plug. If you guys want to support the channel for giveaways in the future, there's a Bybit affiliate link in the description. If you guys deposit 0.05 BTC, you guys will give me a portion of your fees. You guys will be paying fees anyways. And not all of it, but 80% of it goes back to the channel for giveaways. It hasn't recently been doing well. Obviously, that's not the big issue. I don't really care if it's doing well or not. I care because I didn't want to give back to you guys. But once that gets up to a stable amount, last live stream giveaway was $200. I do want to do a larger one this time, so we might have to wait a little bit longer. But if you guys want to support the channel, that's an excellent way to do so. That being said, as well as that, if you guys are interested in real-time trades, or you guys want to go ahead and have lessons with me, that is always an option. There's the Patreon link in the description. If you guys want to reach out to me directly on either, you can reach out to me on Telegram, or you can reach out to me on Discord. Those are also in the description. We can go ahead, set something up. You guys can always pay through crypto. But yeah, that's it. I felt like the stream was too fast today, but it is what it is. Crazy Kangaroo, I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. Andrew, Brofist. I'll tell you what I need to do. I need to go lay in the sun for a little bit. I know it's going to take about 2 years for me to get a tan and constant sunburns, but I'm tired of looking at myself on live stream and I look like Casper the Ghost. So we got to fix that as well. So that's on my to-do list. Mohammed, how you doing, man? Vikings are pale too. Spray tan, bro. I don't know. Everything gives you cancer, man. If you want to go outside and tan, you're gonna get cancer. If you want to put on spray tan, you got chemical cancer. You want to go to a tanning bed, cancer. You're either born tan or you're not. I just hate it. But I appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much. We're logging off for tonight. I'm pretty tired anyways. I'm just going to go to bed probably around, I don't know, what time is it? It's 8:46. Probably be in bed by 10. But I appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much. And as always, trade safe. Don't let these opportunities pass you by. Things are changing. All right. And I mean, it's a little early to call it. It's a little early to call it. But my if this then that statement, my macro if this then that statement is if we hold 10,400, I believe that we are going to 60 to 100K within 2 years. So I'm very excited. Obviously, things can change, but that is definitely a possibility. So I don't want to raise anybody's hopes or crash any dreams, but from my technical analysis journey and just what I know to be true, Adam and Eve are powerful. And with us breaking that horizontal resistance of the Adam and Eve, there is so much potential not to be bullish. All right, guys. Peace out. Moon. TL, thank you, man. I appreciate it. You have a great night, buddy. Have a great night, everybody. And I'll see you next time, all right? Let's go ahead and stream in.
Okay, now check this shit. I'm a force to be reckoned with. 10 years from now, they gon' be asking how they slept on this. Fuck my manners, man, somebody getting swept on this. I'm seeing red, man, I should've gotten meth on this. Marching with the force of 1,000 suns. Build your walls, watch me break them all down to crumbs. I can fit the crown you wear right around my thumb. You got a small mind, fuck your throne, I bow to none. So many skeletons, my closet is a mess. Got a sick amount of pressure in the awful lot of stress. But I've been working so long I forgot about the mess. Guess I'd rather be exhausted than depressed. Pick your poison, make them hate so much that it destroys them. And when they cannot beat you, listen to them, switch their voices. I heard them talking, but it's just a mix of different noises. Now they sending offers, I just nix and void them, then avoid them like I don't need them, never did. Always on the move, never settle in. Never settle down, I don't need no sedative. Lord knows I'm working, I can't let the devil win. I don't need him, never did. Always on the move, never settle in. Never settle down, I don't need no sedative. Lord knows I'm working, I can't let the devil win. I don't need to diss my peers, even though it's crystal clear. They wish I disappeared, dap me up, but pissed I'm here. If I'm not on your list of fears, just give me a fiscal year. I am gonna lock it down, Ryan's got this shit secure. It's obscure how they talk about you when you're not around. Like I can't hear them simply just cause they ain't talking loud. I was never walking like them, so they'd say I'm not allowed. They must need something though, cause they ain't saying nada now. Tell them get away from me, I don't want your laziness. Don't know much about it, but I heard that it's contagious shit. I cannot contain this gift, I'm doper than the cane you sniff. Honestly, you crazy if you think that you can tame this kid. My teamwork is hard as me, I never have to babysit. Try to knock my hustle, but your hustle's off this baby shit. I already got a queen, I don't want your lady bits. I don't pay no one to build it, I go out and lay the bricks. I don't need them, never did. Always on the move, never settle in. Never settle down, I don't need no sedative. Lord knows I'm working, I can't let the devil win. I don't need him, never did. Always on the move, never settle in. Never settle down, I don't need no sedative. Lord knows I'm working, I can't let the devil win.